Hey there, Psychic and Medium, and I have a couple things that I can suggest or some 2 cents to kind of throw in here onto this video. So regardless of whether I'm working psychically or mediumistically, I get a ton of information through color and looking at the auric field. So if I'm working psychically, I'm already where I need to be because the aura takes you into that person's life. But if I'm working mediumistically, I still take a second to kind of look at the auric field. It gives a minute for my link to build. But what I would say is that seeing the aura is not the hard part. Translating it into factual or helpful information is a bit of an art, and it just takes a little bit of development. So when you think of a person's life, which the aura reflects, there's things of a physical or a material nature, mental, emotional, or spiritual. Now, when it comes to color, color in itself is a language. So you want to educate yourself a little bit about the general meanings of colors. Now, if you read 100 different books on color, they may tell you a bunch of different things, and that's okay, but there's going to be a core of commonality between, what everybody says about red or orange or yellow or blue. So you want to get those basics down. And if you have an understanding of the energetic centers of the body, that can kind of give you a correlation between color because their functions are very similar. So, but you also want to stay open to your own personal experiences and feelings around what those colors mean and indicate. So for example, let's say you have someone come in and you're looking at the auric field, and you don't always have to even see it with your eyes. You can perceive it with your feeling, or the way that I do it is I look with my mind's eye 90% of the time, and I perceive those colors that way. So what I do is when I see those colors, I have a general idea of what those colors mean, but then I kind of feel into, does this feel like this is physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual? And then taking that into consideration, it helps me to build the picture of what's going on. So for example, if someone walks in and they have a lot of yellow around them, well, in general, yellow is very optimistic. It's a very positive, sunny disposition, but yellow is also the color of it's an intellectual color. It's a mental color. When you get into those gold tones, it's more about wisdom. So tone and shade also have an impact on translating and interpreting the color. So let's say, for example, that I saw yellow around a person and I felt it was physical. I would say, okay, yellow, that usually to me goes into, well, sometimes anxiety, but oftentimes into the digestive system. If I'm feeling that it's physical, I feel like that's affecting the digestive system, then I'm feeling into, well, what is it about the digestive system? Is it upset stomach? Is it, indigestion, heartburn? Is it something like not being able to eat, overeating? And kind of get more specific and narrow it down. Say you're also looking at that same person and they have, like for example, a lot of greens around them. Well, greens are usually growth, expansion. It's a very harmonious color. It's a very lively color, but I feel that this is very much connected to the mental and the emotional. So I start to feel into the mental and emotional, and I'm like, okay, so I know that on the mental and emotional level that there's some sort of an expansion and growth is taking place. What are they expanding or growing in? Oh, I feel that this is to do with the relationship. There's been lots of changes within a relationship, and this person is changing how they interact in the dynamic with the partner because I feel a partner in that way. So that's just an example. So have a general idea of color, feel into what aspect of life that it pertains to, and then narrow it down from there.